What's up? This is Chrissy Troy. My name's Ace Burpee. Hope you all are well. So these are our teachers, our stories. We have many that we could get to. I don't know who Chrissy's going to choose because she's extolled the virtues of many a teacher over the years up there in the Interlake. Who are you going with?
Well, I vividly remember grade 9, multi-purpose room, and I remember him walking in a suit. And when you are grade 9, 14, 15, we know it's a lot of hormones, and they are just looking to break a new teacher. And he walked in, and what would you do? Well, the teacher would walk to the front and probably try and get the students' attention by yelling at them. He calmly walked in, and he jumped on top of the desk, and we were mesmerized. He was a guidance counselor who became a teacher, who eventually became a principal. And in my time at Arbor Collegiate Institute, he had an open door policy, which was new for us. And he established, like, kids would come and play, like they do band. They'd play a whole bunch of instruments and stuff around his office all the time. And he retired almost a year ago, actually, to the day. And I think about all of the lives that he impacted. One of the things that really stuck with me that first time when he jumped on the desk, he made us proud of where we came from. I remember the story of him talking about friends who chose to live in the city. And you know, it takes them an hour to get from where they are to their work. He said, I live in Fraserwood, he goes, and it takes me 15 minutes to get to where I work. And I love being here. His name is Thomas Kowalchuk. And I could go on and on about all of the positive reinforcement I received from him. But that's my story about my teacher.
Mr. K. Did you call him Mr. K?
No.
Oh, because in the Interlake they can't pronounce Kowalczyk. That's my bad. I should know that. I'm going to go with one of my all-time favorite people. Never mind just teacher. But I was incredibly annoying in middle school. I went to École Centrale. And thankfully, one of my teachers was the late, great Victor Perrin. And he never fell for my antics or bought into believing that I didn't care about what we were learning. He didn't buy it, right? And so he stuck with me, and he was so kind and so cool and knew when to put a stop to something, right? Without it making you want to push back. He just had a gift. And like, he fell for this so many times. I would page him on the intercom, right? Victor Perrin. And he'd go, ça va, hein? Poor guy. And then finally that died down. And then years later, we ended up being like really good friends. Victor Perrin, as a lot of you would know, had ALS. And so I would talk about him on the radio, how, because I did some stuff for ALS, whether it was the walk or some fundraising efforts. And every time I would mention his name, texts would come in. Oh, I had him, he was my teacher, he was my vice principal, he was my principal, and they just, so it wasn't just me. Obviously, the number of people he must have affected and touched their lives in a positive way, his memory will live on forever, and Victor Perrin, I will always, always love you. So I know you all have stories, and we'd love to hear them.